You think you're alone in your living room right now? You're not. And your pastor? He knows exactly what's behind you. He's just too afraid to tell you the truth. Most churches talk about demons like they're faraway monsters in a movie, but the Bible calls them rulers of the darkness of this world. That includes your hallway. That includes your bedroom. Today, we're exposing the 7 signs of a demonic infestation that your church ignores on purpose. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the air turn into ice? Not the AC is on cold. I'm talking about a cold that feels heavy, like the heat is being sucked out of your soul. Modern science calls this a draft. Your pastor calls it imagination. But in the spiritual realm, demons are energy vampires. To manifest in our world, they have to draw thermal energy from the environment. If your house has a dead spot that never gets warm, you aren't looking at a vent issue. You're looking at an anchor point for something ancient. Watch your dog. Watch your cat. Animals see on a frequency we lost a long time ago. Does your dog growl at a corner where nothing is standing? Does your cat hiss at the ceiling? In 1 Samuel, an evil spirit troubled Saul, and it changed the atmosphere of the entire court. Animals feel that vibration first. If your pet is terrified, believe them. This is the one they really hate talking about. Sulfur, rotting meat, or a wet metallic smell that comes out of nowhere and vanishes just as fast. You check the trash, it's empty. You check the plumbing, it's fine. This is the stench of the pit. Demons are associated with corruption. When they linger in a physical space, the physical world reacts to their rot. Your pastor will tell you to buy incense. I'm telling you to check your spiritual borders, dust to dust. But some things never stayed. Is someone in your house suddenly different? I'm not talking about a bad mood. I'm talking about a gentle child suddenly using foul language. A loving spouse becoming cold and hateful overnight. In Mark 5, the man possessed by legion wasn't himself. Demons don't just sit in the corner. They look for a house to live in. If the vibe of your home has turned toxic and violent for no reason, the atmosphere is being poisoned by a squatter you didn't invite.
Get out!
You wake up every night. 3 a.m. This is the mocking hour. Since Christ died at 3 p.m., demonic entities mock the holy by becoming most active at 3 a.m. Your pastor calls it insomnia or sleep apnea. But why do you feel like someone is standing at the foot of your bed, watching you breathe? You put your keys on the counter. 5 minutes later, they're in the bathroom. This isn't forgetfulness. This is spiritual trespassing. These entities want to cause confusion. If things are moving, you are dealing with disorder. Your pastor ignores this because it sounds paranormal, and he's afraid of looking like a ghost hunter.
Game over.
This is the most dangerous one. Chronic fatigue, constant headaches that only happen at home, a feeling of heaviness that lifts the second you walk out the front door. In the Old Testament, houses could actually become unclean or leprous. If the spirit of a home is sick, the people inside will get sick. Your house is under siege. So why doesn't your pastor talk about this? Because it's bad for business. It's easier to talk about 7 steps to a better life than it is to talk about casting out a territorial spirit that's been in your family for generations. If they admit the devil is in your guest room, they have to admit that a 20-minute sermon on Sunday isn't enough. You don't need a priest. You don't need sage. You need the authority. James 4:7 says, "Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Not ask him nicely. You have to reclaim your territory. Tonight, before you go to sleep, walk through your house. If you feel that chill, if you smell that rot, don't ignore it. Your pastor might be sleeping soundly, but you shouldn't be. Not until your house belongs to you again. They're watching this video with you right now.